Today we'll be customizing the Annis Hardy that was released with the Money First DLC, and I will be speeding through this customization options as I'm just going to show the options that are available, and you guys could slow it down for when you want to. So just for the sake of time, we're going to speed through most of the options that I will be putting on this vehicle. So far, customization looks pretty good. Rockstar definitely put a good bit of work into this vehicle. You could tell when someone was very interested in the cars that they release. Some cars get more attention than some, unfortunately. So far looking so good. We have roll cage options. Not really a big fan, but we do have those for those who do like that kind of stuff. And as you can see, some roll cage options change the seat, not too bad. My favorite exhaust, wow. I'm trying to get the camera to show you guys. Wow. I never understood the necessity of those gigantic secondary fenders. I guess I'll leave it stock, more classic. The hexagon looks really good. I think I'm gonna have to do that one because I don't like the other ones. Oh, V8 swap. And Rockstar, if you guys are watching by any chance, please when we do a V8 swap, we don't have the same engine sound. It must change the engine sound for GTA 6. Please, it has to be done. Because you're putting a big V8 like that, and you can't even cover it with the hood anymore because the hood is gone. At least let me change the sound. So deliveries on this thing is really good. My favorite was the Japanese taxi, but most people are gonna make a drift spec and put that on it, so I'm not gonna even touch it. I'll leave it for you guys. Oh wow, there's Ganadors in here. Wow, the mirrors with the holes in between them. That's a Gantadors, something like that. And very old-fashioned design for mirrors. I will do an initial D reference, God arm. I did create a video just for this plate, but we'll just bring it back for now, just because this car is so that era. Ooh. Nah. How about we leave it where it was before, for $1,000? Come on, guys. Watch how someone is gonna actually put it on there. I guess they don't care. I can't care because I have more cars to review, so every dollar counts, I guess. Whatever. So let's see. This car would look great in a green, so we're definitely leaning towards that. Oh. This one looks really good, bright green. And then let's do pearlescent and see if we could put some other green in there to have it pop. Gasoline green, bright green. But the car is already bright green already, so let's see. But I do like how that looks. Wow, lime green looks really good. So I guess we're gonna do lime green. Bright green really looks good as well because it helps the that section underneath the black to really pop. But we're gonna leave that as black. No need to touch that. So We can't touch. We can't touch the interior. I would do a tan interior for a car like this. I mean, of course, tan is not necessarily the most desirable, but tan would definitely be in the age of this kind of car. Okay, so I ended up putting some chrome counter steer rims on the tuner wheels, and the name of the wheels that I put on were counter steers, and I just added some tint. Saved about a minute and 30 of your guys' time. Anyway, so this is how the car looks. Close the door. And not too bad. I do like how it looks. Genuinely. Sometimes I like the car, but it could look better. But no, this is pretty much it. I most likely won't touch this thing ever again in terms of customization. So let's get in and drive it to see our thoughts on it. Driving the car definitely has a time correct feeling to it. Most cars, let's just say like a Cinquemila in the sedans class, a Shafter V12, that's very popular. You could get in that car and it goes where you want it to. But Rockstar made sure this car feels very older, like limited technology, more feedback to the driver. They brought that across really well. So yes, it does drive like another old car in Grand Theft Auto, but it's still pretty fun. And of course, this car does have low grip. Well, every car has low grip tires. It has drift liveries and it has drift inspired customizations for other parts of the car. So low grip tires should be very popular on this thing. You shouldn't be the only one experimenting with that on this. So this is in the sedans class, as I just said before. You wouldn't necessarily be able to beat something like a Shafter V12. Now, of course, the Shafter V12 in the sedans class is just pretty much like a Ocelot Pariah in the sports class. It's pretty much that, like the cream of the crop. So the Annis Hardy is not necessarily going to compete with a Shafter V12, or it's not going to try to, go for podium anyway, but it is a nice addition. And of course, it is a sedan, so it makes sense for it to be in the sedans class, but not necessarily here to claim any medals, So just keep that in mind. And of course, as I said before, with good drifting capabilities, you most likely wouldn't necessarily have it set up for straight line speed anyway, or road course, or the street racing anyway. So yeah, this thing throws a good donut, has a tool to do it, and yeah, I'm genuinely enjoying it. The car is very nice to look at. Especially mine with the green. I like older vehicles in not so common colors. Most modern cars today is just pretty much silver, black, white, red, maybe purple, maybe, and that's maybe a special order. So. And if you do get like anything like a green, a yellow, that's definitely a special order or a limited run. So, it's nice to have something colorful to look at. I do enjoy a car that stands out, but not too much. But I'm just not speaking in real life. So, yeah, definitely try to bring that across. As you can see here, Rockstar did spend a little bit of time on the engine bay. But this is not anything new. The battery, the strut various inline six motor. This has all been seen on other cars before, but it's still good that they didn't just drop a little blob in there. Rockstar could do that sometimes. Interior, pretty much time period correct. I do recommend keeping the regular seats. Leaving the roll cages. Trunk, it is trunks or whatever. You can't put anything in the trunk. So that's another hint. Rockstar needed for GTA 6. Let me put something in my trunk. So yeah, this has been the Annis Hardy review. I do like the vehicle. I do recommend to buy this vehicle, and I do want to see how different mine will be compared to the masses in GT Online. Let's see if somebody's gonna make if most people make drift missiles out of them. So yeah, that's pretty much for the video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you made it to this part of the video, thank you guys so much.